Welcome back to Colorado Sports Connection. We're talking with the swimming dynamo, Missy Franklin. Missy, one of the things I have to ask you, tell us a little bit about the national youth team that you swim for.
Well, the national youth team was such an incredible experience. My first trip was in '09, I believe, to Vancouver, and I actually have dual citizenship in Canada because both my parents were raised there and born there. So for that to be my first out of the country meet was so incredible, and that was so much fun. And I was in 8th grade at the time, so I was still really, really young. But there was actually a few other 8th graders on the trip with me. So that whole experience, and then I went to Vancouver with the youth team, and I went to Germany and Sweden for 2 World Cup stops, and I went to Barcelona, and those trips were unbelievable. I mean, they were so incredible, and they were such good experiences. And over last summer, I made the national team, and with them, I traveled. We stayed in California for the Pan Pacific meet, which was unbelievable. And there I made the World Championship team, which is where I just went to short course worlds in Dubai, and then I'm going to Shanghai this summer for long course. So.
Now, you were in Dubai, last December?
This December, yeah.
Okay, and then you were recently in Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
As well. Now, in Austin, Texas, if I have this right, you won 5 gold medals and 1 silver?
Yes.
That's a great accomplishment.
Thank you.
Now, tell us a little bit about those races when you won those gold medals and the silver.
Well, the Grand Prix are so much fun just because you really get to see everyone who you don't normally get to see who live, the national youth team, the national team, the swimmers that don't live in your state that you only get to see on the big meets. So being able to see them was so much fun, and I think that's what made it such a great meet for me is because I was just enjoying myself and having a good time. And we had 2 other teammates there, and both of them were my best friends. And so the Grand Prix are kind of hard because they're in the middle of the season. So you're not at the best of shape, but it gives you a really good point to see where you're at and what you need to work on. And so it's always good coming back from those because you can think about, okay, well, in this event I needed to work on this, and then in practice you can start working on that so you'll improve it. So the Grand Prix are always really great learning experiences.
Now, you had mentioned earlier that you have a dual citizenship. Yeah. Okay, and I did a little research, but I want the folks out there to know why you chose the USA to represent.
There really wasn't ever a debate between it. I've grown up here, I've lived here my whole life. USA is my home, and I want to represent my country through swimming. And there's really nothing else to say. I love USA, and I want to represent it because it's such an honor. And we have such an incredible swimming program, and just to be a part of it, it's unreal.
Okay, talk a little bit now about the 2012 Olympics. What are you going to have to do so we can see you on television there representing the USA swimming?
I definitely still have a lot of work to do. There's a lot of improvements that I need to make, but the trials are next summer, and they're going to be in Omaha, which is where the 2008 trials were. So I'll actually know the pool and we'll have swam there before, which I think will give me a good advantage. But right now, I think I just need to keep doing what I'm doing, just training hard and having fun with it, because that's the most important part. And there's definitely really small things I need to work on and some big things that I need to work on. My dry land training, which is kind of out of the water training. Our club team is paired with Steadman Hawkins, which is kind of a physical therapy group. I've just started work with them, and I think that they're really going to help me. And just, little things like working my underwaters and working my starts. We'll see what happens, but right now I just want to keep having fun with it.
Any particular event that you're trying for?
You know what? Not really. I think right now I'm just going to keep training everything. Most likely it'll probably be in a backstroke event, and then hopefully a relay, but we'll see.
Okay, now in the Grand Prix, let's go back to Austin here. Mm-hmm. You beat, I believe, her name, Katie Hoff?
Yes.
Okay, you beat an Olympian. Talk about that a little bit. How many people can say that at a young, tender age of 15, you beat an Olympian?
It's really incredible, but honestly, I don't think of it that way because, really, when you get behind the blocks, it doesn't matter where you've been, what you've done, or how old you are. It's how hard you've trained and how badly you want it. And so just going up there, it really wasn't that I beat an Olympian. It was just that I did my best and I won it. So well, it was hard.
We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to talk with the very humble Missy Franklin right here on Colorado Sports Connection.